Environmental Studies Series 3. Chapter 10. This World of Things. Oh friends, I am Neha. Look at the picture. This is my classroom. I see many things in my classroom. I have learned about different features of materials in class. Today, I will share these things with you in the chapter. A material is anything that we use to make things around us. Materials can come from nature, like wood, metal and glass, or they can be made by people, like plastic and rubber. Wood is used to make tables, metal is used for making tools, and glass is used for making windows. Some materials are a mix of natural things and chemicals. Material around us. We can classify materials or things around us into two categories: natural things and artificial, man-made, things. Natural things are provided by nature. For example, they may come from air, water, soil, rocks, trees, animals and humans. These things exist on their own naturally. Artificial things are made by humans, like laptop, car, bag, pencils, chairs, and tables. They are created by using natural materials to meet our needs. For example, wood from trees is used to make furniture, and cotton from plants is used to make clothes. Things used to make materials. Everything around us is made of materials. Look around your house, and you will see that different things are made from different materials. Certain things are made from just one material, while others are made from a mix of materials. One material can also be used to make many different things. Here are some examples. Sources of material. Everything around us is made from materials that come from nature. Some examples of where these materials come from are as follows. Wood comes from trees. Metals come from rocks. Cloth comes from cotton, plants, or wool, sheep. Glass is made from sand. Paper is made from trees. Choosing the right material. Materials are chosen based on their special properties. Their properties make them suitable for different uses. Each material has special properties like being hard or soft, smooth or rough, and others. Understanding these properties helps us use the right material for the work we want to do. For example, if we want to make tea, we will use a metal pan, not a plastic pan, because plastic can melt when heated. Similarly, we use glass for making windows because it is clear and lets light pass through, while we cannot use wood for making windows as it blocks light. Properties of materials. Materials have different properties that make them useful. Some are hard, soft, or flexible. Some are heavy, light, or transparent. Let us understand these properties. 1. Hard and soft. Hard materials are strong and solid. They cannot be bent or scratched easily, like metal or wood. For example, a hammer is hard and can thus break things. Soft materials are gentle and can be bent or pressed easily, like sponge or a pillow. For example, a pillow is soft and comfortable to use. 2. Transparency. Based on transparency, materials can be classified as transparent, translucent, or opaque. Transparent materials let light pass through completely, allowing us to see through them clearly. Example: glass windows. Translucent materials allow only some light to pass through, making objects on the other side appear blurry. Example: frosted glass, oily paper. Opaque materials block light completely, so we cannot see through them at all. Example: wood or metal. 3. Flexibility. Based on flexibility, Materials can be classified as flexible or rigid. Flexible materials can bend or twist without breaking. Example: rubber bands or plastic sheets. Rigid materials are hard and cannot bend or twist easily. Example: stone or wooden planks. 4. Texture. The smoothness or roughness of a material is called its texture. Based on their texture, materials can be classified as smooth or rough. Smooth materials feel even and soft to the touch. Example: plastic or polished glass. Rough materials feel uneven and gritty to the touch. Example: sandpaper or a stone surface. 5. Dull and shiny. Based on their appearance, materials can be classified as shiny or dull. Shiny materials reflect light and look bright. Example: metals like gold or stainless steel. Dull materials do not reflect much light and appear plain. Example: clay pots or unpolished wood. 6. Sonority. The ability of objects to make a clear, ringing sound when tapped is called sonority. Based on this property, things can be sonorous or non-sonorous. Sonorous materials. These make clear, ringing sounds. For example, metals like steel and copper are sonorous. This is the reason that bells and musical instruments are made from metals. The property of sonority helps in making musical instruments. Non-sonorous materials. These things do not make a ringing sound. For example, if you hit a piece of wood with a hammer, it will not produce ringing sound. Instead, it will produce a dull or soft sound. Materials like wood, plastic and cloth are non-sonorous. Solids, liquids and gases. Look around you and notice things like soil, rocks, water, milk and air. These things can be grouped into solids, liquids and gases, based on how their properties. Solids. Solids are things that keep their shape and do not flow, for example, soil, rocks and wood. For example, a rock stays the same shape no matter where you put it. Liquids. Liquids do not have a fixed shape. They flow and take the shape of the container they are in, like water or milk. For example, if you pour water into a glass, it takes the shape of the glass tumbler. Gases. Gases have no shape and float freely in the air, like oxygen or the air around us. For example, when you blow up a balloon, the air inside spreads to fill the whole balloon. Biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Materials may be biodegradable or non-biodegradable based on how they break down into smaller particles in the environment. Biodegradable materials are natural things that break down easily with the help of tiny living things. Examples include fruit peels, paper, cotton and leftover food. These materials return to the soil and cause no harm to nature. Biodegradable materials, on the other hand, do not break down easily. They are often man-made and include materials like plastic, metal, glass and rubber. These materials can stay in the environment for a very long time, causing pollution and harming living things.